In Norte County, the need for employees is high, but the hopes of gaining a reliable workforce hasn't been as high. Luckily, for our community and business owners, the E3 Summer Youth Program is changing that narrative one summer break at a time. Through a work readiness boot camp and 4 to 6 weeks in internships for many local work sites, E3 has been building up a young workforce who have taken their first steps to learn what it means to be an employee. I spoke with director of the program and principal of Sunset High School, Tony Fabricas, and program supervisor for the Smart Workforce Center, Christy Hernandez, on how they prepare youth for the job field.
My name's Tony Fabricas, and I am one of the directors of the E3 program. E3 stands for Education, Employment, and Experience, the 3 E's, and it's a program we started about 6 years ago to help local youth find employment or work-based learning opportunities so they could earn money over the summer in a 4 to 6 week program and a placement. The E3 program works, as I was saying, like a 3-legged stool, and the stool can't stand up without one of those 3 partners. And one of the partners is the Del Norte Workforce Center, the Smart Workforce Center, the Del Norte County Unified School District, or County Office of Education, and our local employers and businesses that are willing to take on a youth and put them in an internship or a job placement. And they learn soft skills, they learn all the communication and work ethic skills to be employable and what it means to maintain employment.
Hi, my name is Christy Hernandez, and I am a program supervisor with the Smart Workforce Center, and we partner with the Del Norte County Office of Education for E3. So before our kids do their internships or are chosen for their internships, we do a week-long boot camp right before, and it's as soon as school gets out, it's that next week that we have them join us for this work readiness boot camp week. And during that week, we talk about different work ethic topics like attitude, appearance, showing up, and how to be a good employee, basically. We talk about resumes, get them updated on their resumes. We go over interviewing tips, and then during that week they get to interview with the different work sites in what we call the kind of like a speed interview round. So they only have 7 minutes with each work site that's interviewing, and they get 7 minutes to sell themselves and also to find out what that work site has to offer. And then at the end of that, they pick their top work sites that they want to work with. Work sites do the same. They pick their top kids. We try to match it up. It's kind of like speed dating, but it's speed interviewing. And then the hope is that everybody gets an internship. This year, everybody did, and we had 37 kids, which was amazing. That is the most that we've had in the we started in 2017, so in these few years that we've been doing it, that's the largest amount of interns, and they all received an internship, which was wonderful. And this year we could have put more kids to work besides the 37, which was awesome. We had even more, our work sites were willing to take more kids than ever before, I think, because it's been hard to find employees for our businesses, so they're give us your kids. So some examples of our work sites, we have the City of Crescent City, multiple departments. We have Public Works, we have the pool, we have administration. County of Del Norte has multiple departments underneath their roof, community development, the admin department, health and human services, and parks and maintenance. We have a IT department with the school district. We have Sequake. We have the Superior Court House. We have multiple different agencies or organizations or businesses that have come on to definitely what their idea is, as well as ours, is just to try to build up our future workforce.
I also spoke with 3 youth who secured jobs in the Department of Health and Human Services, Superior Court of Del Norte, and the City Mechanic Shop. Let's see what they have to say. What internship did you get, and what do you get to do?
Drake Hathaway, Del Norte County Superior Court clerk. Mostly deal with files, but I got to sit in on a few court cases.
My name is Caitlin Mitchell, and I got an internship as a mechanic with the city. I get to change tires, change oil, do a lot of welding. Right now we're making trash can lids.
My name is Simone Jaco, and I am an intern at the Department of Health and Human Services in Del Norte County. I'm an office assistant trainee, so I do lots of different tasks in all the branches of Health and Human Services. I do filing, and I got taking calls, transferring them. I shadowed some nurses in the public health branch, which was fun.
What's your favorite part about working there?
Probably going and sitting in on trials. All kinds of trials. Pelican Bay, like imprisonment cases, some traffic cases, custody cases, stuff like that.
I like welding. I like getting to learn more about like how to work on the vehicles and stuff.
The people, everyone is very kind and supportive of each other, and they have a heart to serve this community. So I think it's really great to be exposed to those different environments.
What's one thing E3 taught you that helped you secure your internship?
Probably interviewing skills. We did a few mock interviews, and the people here gave me a few tips on how to do that.
How to like sell yourself and be more hardworking, I guess, to get what you want.
Let's see, I think just overall, they kind of emphasized overall work ethic, which I thought was really important, punctuality, being professional, like always being willing to take on opportunities and to ask for more tasks, even if you finished a task. So I think that would really help me be successful with this job.
And what do you hope to get out of being in your internship and E3?
I hope that I can take these skills and like work somewhere super similar, because I think it would be 18, but this is honestly one of my dream jobs.
I think I was just hoping to get some job experience, because I never had a job before, so just like getting exposure to like what it means. What does it mean to go and work at the Department of Health and Human Services, and what like learning more about what it does, what social work, and public health.
And I spoke with the Staff Services Manager of Crescent City's Health and Human Services, Jessica King, who took on 2 interns this last summer. She found it rewarding watching them gain skills early in their young careers.
My name is Jessica King, and I'm a Staff Services Manager with Department of Health and Human Services. So I was interested in working with E3 because we are very invested in our youth. The Department of Health and Human Services, our main focus is our community, our families, our youth. And if we can connect with our youth when they are starting out, just in high school, getting ready to graduate high school, then we can help with their direction and their future and potentially keep them out of, maybe poverty or different areas and give them, a little more focus in their life. So working with the youth, I had 2 interns who were amazing, and they both had very different skill sets. So really working with them and seeing them in the environment and watching them, catch on to things and be more socially aware in a work environment than they would be in school, and just taking on tasks, and that was rewarding because they would get things, they would accomplish something and realize like, oh, I did that. I accomplished that all by myself. You gave me that and I completed it. And seeing that's very rewarding, and helping to give somebody direction or skills that they can use in their future is exactly what we want to do in our department. I think it's important for the youth to experience as much as they can in the workforce or in different types of jobs while they're in high school, because once you graduate, some people tend to get stuck in a path that maybe is not their passion or their desire, or not really what is the best fit for them. But once you get into something, it's really hard to get out of. If they can experience different environments, different work environments, and different paths while they're in school, that could really give them focus, and that could really, help them decide what they want in their future as far as work or a career. Maybe they don't want to go to college, maybe they want to go to a trade school. there's a lot of different paths that can take. As long as they have the ambition and we can help them focus that's rewarding.
The number of youth and worksites interested in participating in E3 has been growing every year, and during this last summer since the pandemic has eased up, they've had the highest numbers of interns hired yet. I asked Tony and Christy what have been their favorite things to see the youth learn and experience throughout the summers.
I think my favorite thing to see the kids learn is the interviewing, because it's neat. This was the first year we did a practice round with multiple mock interviewers. We had people from the community come out that were willing to kind of use their time to help our kids during boot camp. And so we had set up about 8 or so interviewers that came to interview the kids, and so they got to practice, and you could tell everybody's nervous. But then the next day when they actually do their actual interviews, it was great to see them comfortable for the most part, and hearing from the worksite supervisors that this was probably one of the best groups of kids. They were very prepared, so I don't know if it's just what they had before coming in or if it was partly what we did with them, but it was great to hear that we got great feedback from the actual supervisors.
Well, every year, it's amazing to see, again, our students that get involved may have never been involved in something like this before, or involved in a job placement of some sort that they experienced. And then they come out of it just looking at the world a whole different place, and with confidence to do other things and go after other jobs they thought, I don't think I could do, and they go after it. And that may not have happened had they not participated in the E3 program. And they just need that opportunity, and they need a business or an employer to take a risk to participate, to offer them that placement. And then in turn, that student is taking a risk, and the student gets paid $15 an hour, and they get high school credits, 10 credits of electives for high school. So it's a win-win for the employers and the students. The students gets paid $15 an hour and 10 high school credits. The employer gets a tax deduction because the amount of the hourly wage that they're going to pay that student is donated to the Del Norte Smart Workforce Center, and the Workforce Center actually becomes a hiring agent. So they take care of the workman's comp, the payroll costs, all of that. And so the work site doesn't have to bear any of the brunt of all those liabilities and whatnot. They are just providing that space and that position and that experience for that student.
Having been in E3 myself during the summer of 2018, I had the opportunity to meet some wonderful local faces, make some meaningful mistakes and experiences, and be in a fun environment where my peers were just as excited to get their first job as I was. If you're a young adult looking for somewhere to start gaining experience, build up your soft skills, and make a memorable summer, then the E3 program is a great place to begin. Or, if you're a business owner in Del Norte and looking for young adults who are eager to learn your craft, then let Christy Hernandez or Tony Fabricas know.
They can reach out to the Del Norte Smart Workforce Center and Christy Hernandez, or they can find me, Tony Fabricas, at Sunset High School up here in Del Norte County. They can also find us on the Del Norte County Schools website, and there's also a Del Norte Works website. Early on in our second year, Christy with the Workforce Center was approached to present at a statewide Workforce Center conference because this was something innovative and they had never seen something like this before. And so 11 counties have tried to start something similar to the E3 program, and it is spreading. There is such a vacuum, a gap, a need for something like this, and so throughout the state of California, it is something that we hope to see grow.